I finally got this shirt in the mail like a few days ago. It's the Batman shirt. Hey guys, this is AWO here, Aaron Warder. Yes, this is a video. I've been slacking a little bit on videos and streams as of late. I'm trying to get back in the game. I'm I just been a little burnt out, but I think recovered from the burnout and I'm gonna start doing the streams again in videos, and I'll probably end up being burned out again, so I might take a little break again. It's a cycle, but it happens to everybody. But yes, the Batman, my shirt finally came in, and this video is talking about the deleted scene from the Batman Matt Reeves Batman, the Joker scene, the interrogation scene between Batman and the Joker, where Batman goes to Joker, or the guy who eventually becomes Joker, played by Barry Cogan. Cogan, if I pronounce his name right, I'm sorry. Who's also in Eternals. He goes there to interrogate the guy who becomes the Joker about how he can help Batman understanding the methods of the Riddler, Paul Dano's character, how he can help him with that. Kind of like similarly like the Hannibal series. You got Jodie Foster's character Clarice going to Hannibal Lecter's, Anthony Hopkins' character asking for help to catch whatever serial killers, whatever, right? Kind of like that, similar like that, very similar like that. And you got a picture of I'm not gonna show you the scene. I don't want to get hit with anything. I mean, I could turn off the audio, but you know what? But here's a picture of the Joker, Perry Cogan's Joker. Very different. He looks very disfigured, grinning. It looks really, his face looks really disfigured and stuff. Doesn't look like makeup at all. Like either like acid did something to him, or he really got beat up a lot and stuff because of how he looked. And I'll tell you why he looks like that, especially with the grin and the smile. Why? Because a lot of people are having issues with that. Because I don't want to compare to Jared Leto's Joker here, guys. I want you to understand why Matt Reeves chose how this origin of the Joker, how this guy become the Joker. It's very similar to Jerry Robinson. We see Jerry Robinson right here, young Jerry Robinson. He's the one who created the Joker for the Batman, right? You see here, right? Jerry Robinson. Matt Reeves was inspired by Jerry Robinson's Joker, who Jerry Robinson in turn, actually before, was inspired by The Man Who Laughs. This is a movie in 1928. It's a silent film, 1928 movie called The Man Who Laughs, about a man who has a disfiguringly terrifying grin, born with a disease and stuff. Born with a grin, the smile. You can't stop smiling or grinning, whatever. It's the same thing. And that's where Jerry Robinson got inspiration from his Joker. For his Joker, it's from this, for The Man Who Laughs. And that's where Matt Reeves got his inspirations for the Joker. Where this Joker the guy who becomes a Joker, we don't know his name. There's nothing in there. We understand this scene was deleted for reasons to drive away attention from the Joker, because attention's be on the Riddler, right? But this Joker is similar to this because Matt Reeves says in an interview that this is a disease that he's born with and grew up with and was ridiculed with growing up. Maybe got beat up by bullies and verbally abused, physically abused by parents, fellow school students, people, because of this grin, because of this disease, and maybe I don't know. Matt Reeves says he did not fall in the vat of chemicals. That's what he said. He did not fall in the vat of chemicals. Right? So maybe the whole reason his face looked like that, even though he had the grin growing up, the grin was always there because of disease. Apparently, that's what Matt Reeves wants for his Joker to have. But maybe we go so badly beat up, so he has scars all over. Maybe he did stuff himself to make him look disfigured, or he got rid of it, beat up, and it drove him to become the first ever serial killer that Batman caught. And apparently, like what this was supposed to interpret here is the Joker so drove him insane, but how he was growing up, he saw how the world is a joke, like the world, so everything's a joke, and he didn't give a damn. And so how the world can be so cruel. Kind of like how the Joker, the comics, he always says the world, everything is a joke, one big joke. And so that's the reason for this Joker, right? This Joker is going to be born with disease. He probably got ridiculed growing up, abused physically, possibly verbal, probably did stuff to himself. The scars are probably, the scars you see are probably even on the back of his head and stuff. You see his hair, probably a product of being um, beat up or stuff like that. Um, and this drove him to become serial killer. This happens in real life. People that get bullied do end up becoming. Some people do end up becoming serial killers. It happens, or does happen like that. So that's just inspiration. But he's not the Joker yet. He becomes the Joker later on, like Matt Reeves says in an interview. He's not the Joker yet, but you have to understand this Joker is very different from the Jack Nicholson's Joker, where Jack Nicholson's Joker is known as Jack Napier, falls in the vat of chemicals, becomes the Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker, all about chaos. We don't know his origins, we don't know his backstory, but we just know his relationship with Batman, how he's actually the closest to the comic Joker in terms of relationship and philosophy of the Joker, because there's no identity, and it just takes one bad day to wherever, and that's what happened to him. Kind of like some of the things from that movie took from The Killing Joke. His relationship with Batman. Remember, you won't kill me because there's some sort of self-righteousness, and I won't kill you because there's so much fun. That's what Joker basically is with Batman. Joker loves these Batman. Batman is his motivation, really. Joker loves Joker. We can't look. I didn't like design. I didn't like the look of the Joker, but I'll give it a fair. I'll be fair with him. We didn't get a chance to see what he's capable of. He's limited with that. Uh, yeah, those are three live action Jokers. But this Joker is closely to the inspiration of what Jerry Robinson wanted with this Joker. And Matt Reeves took from that. Matt Reeves really dug deep in the Batman history, deep, all the way to the 40s, when the Joker first introduced, where he was inspired by how Jerry Robertson came up with the Joker, the character, and how Jerry Robertson was inspired by The Man Who Laughs, 1928 film. That's his Joker. That Matt Reeves is going to use. Something similar like that. It's not going to be exactly like that, but like he's going to use a disease with the grin. And you got to remember, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, well, a lot of people say it's not the actual Joker, and he has an origin, orphan flag, but he did have something very similar to The Man Who Laughs. That laughing, the coping mechanism, that laughing, is like a disease to him. Something like that. Similar, but this will be a permanent grin. The Joker is probably born with some disfigured disease. Remember, Killer Croc was born in disease, a skin disease, the actual real disease, but in real life, it doesn't get to a point like how Killer Croc looks like in comics. It doesn't really turn him into a human crocodile. But he's going for a more real. I think Matt Reeves is trying to go for a more realistic villains here. I don't know. So that's like, so that's we gotta understand where Matt Reeves is coming from. How his Joker, how it's inspired for his Joker, how he wants his Joker to be, right? His story for the Joker. And look, the Joker may be more talked about in the Arkham series. Those back in Batman the sequel, probably the third movie. But it's one of the villains. See, Matt Reeves is building up the villains. The building up the villains. Batman's Will Gallery. They're building up the villains. Riddler is not fully on Riddler yet. Joker is, well, the guy's not exactly Joker yet, but he's on his way there. There's some hints of him becoming Joker. The laughter, him messing with Joker, him messing with Batman in the interrogation room. It's very Joker-like. Cobblepot's not the Penguin. Selena Kyle's not Catwoman yet, even though Selena Kyle is Catwoman, but she hasn't called herself Catwoman yet, or anybody's called her Catwoman. This is a beginning. That's what Matt Reeves is trying to do with the spin-offs, and in the future movies. I'm gonna be surprised by the end of a Penguin spin-off series, that Aldrich spin-off series. That's when he becomes known as the Penguin. So, but yeah, this is not full Joker yet, but this is his pathway to becoming a Joker. Okay, this is the beginning. It's all going to build up. It's all going to build up. We got to watch the Arkham series whenever that starts filming. They got to get a cast and crew. The Cobblepot with Colin Farrell, that's obviously green. I think they're gonna start that soon, I believe. But yeah, but to finish it off, like I said, Matt Reeves was inspired by Jerry Robertson's because Jerry Robertson was inspired by the movie The Man Who Laughs. This is the character The Man Who Laughs. He was born with this. That's Jerry Robertson, the creator of the Joker, was inspired by that. Okay, The Man Who Laughs. And Matt Reeves is trying to do something similar like that. He's took the original inspiration of the Joker. He wants to introduce it in his universe. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe below. Yeah, take care, guys. I love this shirt, man. And before I go,
Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet!
Too Sweet, AWO, Aaron Warder is out.